evening. It is great to have you tonight. Welcome to the broadcast. You are watching EBN Prime Edition on this 15th day of August 2024. Thank you very much for your patronage. Tonight we've got quite a bit making headlines across the country. Eldoret City at last year, we have it the 5th city in the Republic of Kenya, even as the Olympic champions have been celebrated as they deserve. So we've got that and much more making headlines. But first, the news highlights. Royal welcome for the Olympic champions in Eldoret. President William Ruto promises more investment in the sporting world. Eldoret City at last. President William Ruto confers Eldoret with city status, becoming Kenya's 5th city. Women governors show support for embattled Meru County Governor Kawira Mwangaza. They say impeachment is politically instigated. Well, you can watch us across our social media platforms, that is on EBN TV, where we are streaming live this particular broadcast. Our SMS line is open to 3059. My name is Cynthia Nanjala. Let's get the show started. Now, it was pomp and color in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County, as President William Ruto ushered in a new era by awarding the municipality a city status. The charter makes Eldoret the 5th city after Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa, and Nakuru. Held at the Eldoret Sports Club, the event featured dances and cultural exhibitions that showcased the new city's heritage. President Ruto, alongside Uasin Gishu County Governor Jonathan B., signed the charter, sealing the town's city status. Additionally, the president also awarded the Order of the Burning Spear two distinguished men and women who played a remarkable role in representing Eldoret in their respective dockets. This included three-time Diamond League champion Vivian Cheruiyot, former nominated Member of Parliament Ezekiel Barngetuny, educationist Paul Boit, and former Mayor Joseph Lesiu, among others.
We owe sincere thanks to you, Mr. President, for granting the charter to the city of Eldoret. Your support has been crucial in reaching this milestone. This new status enhances our identity and pride, creating visibility and opening new opportunities for residents and the youth, investors, farmers, businesses, scholars, educators, medical practitioners to thrive in our city.
Join us in the leagues of cities, including Mombasa, Nairobi, Nakuru, Kisumu, now Eldoret. Welcome to the league.
Mimi napenda hii city, natembeanga hapa asubuhi kusalimiana na hao watu ya city. Lakini sasa nitakuwa nikiwatolea kofia kwa sababu ni watu ya city. Na watu ya city ni watu ya kupewa heshima. Ya pili, Mheshimiwa Rais, tunataka kukubali ya kwamba mambo ya ukulima ni ya muhimu. Hii city ya Eldoret imejengwa na wakulima na pesa ya ukulima. Kwa hivyo ni mzuri tunaheshimu wakulima, kwa sababu wamejenga hii city mpaka pahali imefika.
Ascent to city status at a time when 50% of humanity lives and work in urban centers, making the 21st century an urban century. As the city of champions, it is essential that Eldoret focuses on the great opportunities and significant challenges ahead, not only because the future is urban, but also because it has what it takes to emerge as the ultimate city of the future. Today, therefore, is also our moment to reflect on the effort we have made and the commitment and determination it will take to make Eldoret a smart, livable city that will thrive like a champion in a complex and rapidly changing present and future. We need to harness our people's initiatives, dedication, and industry to leverage technology and transform this city and county's potential to provide residents with a high-quality urban experience while offering investors, professionals, and entrepreneurs an attractive environment to produce competitively.
Now, President William Ruto has continued his support for the broad-based government, asking Kenyans to rally behind the new formation. The head of state continues to insist that the national unity was necessary to restore peace and order in the country in the face of demonstrations witnessed.
We want peace. We want to live together because we are a democratic nation and we sort out our issues using the power of the ballot. Ni kweli ama si kweli jameni? Hii Eldoret nilisikia ati kulikuwa na fujo hapa. Ati kuna watu wanataka kuchoma hii Eldoret. Hawa watu wa kuchoma hii city washindwe kabisa. Ama mnasemaje watu wa Eldoret? Mnataka hii town ichomeke? So mimi nataka niwaulize kwa unyenyekevu, we want to hold the city together. We want to hold the country together. Mimi nimesema juzi, nimetengeneza serikali ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote pamoja. Nimetengeneza serikali ambayo italeta sura ya Kenya pamoja, pande zote za Kenya pamoja. And I have said, it comes a time in a nation when the interest of the nation supersedes the interest of political sides or the interest of individuals or the interest of leaders. And that is such a moment that today the interest of Kenya is greater than the interest of any political side. And that is why, united, together, as a people of Kenya, we want to journey into the future so that we can focus on the transformation of Kenya, on the prosperity of our nation, and on the unity of the people of Kenya.
Now, it was a morning filled with joy, laughter, and bright shade of color red as the Team Kenya for the Paris 2024 Olympics landed at Eldoret Airport. Leaders including Uasin Gishu County Governor Jonathan B., Elgeyo Marakwet Governor Wesley Rotich, and Kapseret Member of Parliament Oscar Sudi had arrived to welcome the team. They had a moment of dancing and admiring the medals brought back from the French capital. The athletes included triple Olympic women's 1500-meter champion Faith Kipyegon, double gold medalist Beatrice Chebet, and 800-meter runner Koita Toi Kidali. Others were 800-meter gold medalist Emmanuel Wanyonyi, marathon bronze medalist Benson Kipruto, and 5,000-meter silver medalist Ronald Kwemoi. Two-time Olympic champion Eliud Kipchoge was also among the team.
And I want to say, we gather here this morning in Eldoret, the city of champions, as we call it, united in celebration of the heroes and heroines of the Paris 2024 Olympics as they return back home to Kenya, the veritable land of champions. When I commissioned this team a few weeks ago, Team Kenya, to go and represent our country at the Paris 2024 Summer Olympics, I reminded you that you were both our best and the world's finest athletes. Today, I am extremely happy, delighted to welcome you back from your successful mission in Paris. You undertook the calling and understood the burden of shouldering our collective aspirations and dreams as a nation on the global stage. And I say, you did not disappoint. In Paris, our athletes once again demonstrated to the world that when it comes to endurance, determination, and the unshakable will to succeed, we are at the top of our continent and can match the best anywhere in the world. Just imagine, we became position number 17 out of close to 200 countries participating. And as if that's not enough, we became country number 2 in the whole world in athletics. As has been said here, there are countries who celebrate just to qualify to go to the Olympics.
Indeed, we are so proud of the team, and as they say in French, félicitations to the Kenyan team. That is, congratulations for the medals that they brought back home. Now, switching gears, Police Inspector General of Police nominee Douglas Kanja has vowed to protect government offices at all costs during protests if approved by Parliament. Appearing before the National Assembly Committee on Administration and Internal Security, the nominee explained that state offices are protected areas that should not be breached. He noted that the Constitution only allows the right to demonstrate peacefully and not to destroy property, referencing to the June 25th incident when protesters accessed Parliament premises during the anti-government demonstrations. If approved, he promised to look into several factors affecting the police services, including adding proper equipment, enhancing promotions, and enhancing training resources, among others.
The security of Parliament. Parliament is one of the key bodies established by our Constitution. And if approved and appointed IG, this is an area that we cannot allow anyone to come around joking around with this Parliament. So for me, I will do whatever it takes to ensure that this Parliament is safe and secure as the IG. Government now, it has clearly indicated, as you have said, that this menace must be completely dealt with. And that is the reason why right now we have got a serious operation that is going on in the entire that area. But if approved and appointed as the IG, what I would like to do in that area, I would also like to leverage, and I know we have been doing this, to have, in the areas that we are also very thin on the ground, we need to have additional NPLs. For the people in those areas, I want to affirm to them that it's an area that I understand very well. It's an area that I understand the problem that is there. It's an area that I will be going from time to time to ensure that the forces on the ground are doing what they are supposed to do, to ensure that the children of this area, they go back to schools, to ensure that the mothers and the fathers, they do what they are supposed to do from morning to the next morning, without looking over their shoulders on matters in security.
Now, former UDA Secretary General Cleophas Malala has finally broken the silence after the dramatic ouster that saw Hassan Omar confirmed as the new spokesperson. Malala has demanded for justice from party's internal dispute and resolution committee following the ouster. The former Kakamega senator has further confirmed that the petition against his removal has also been filed before the Political Parties Dispute Tribunal and the Registrar of Political Parties for the issues to be heard. Malala, in his press address, has demanded that the party chairperson Cecily Mbarire and Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah step down from their positions within the ruling party.
I am demanding, therefore, that Mrs. Cecily Mbarire and Mr. Kimani Ichung'wah step aside as UDA party officials because their actions and intentions clearly portray them as having ill motive against the UDA party they purportedly serve and might interfere with this matter. I make the assurance that by the time I am done presenting all the remaining 17 issues before the IDRC, Mrs. Cecily Mbarire and Mr. Ichung'wah and their accomplices, who shall be known soon, will have no moral or political standing to hold any position, whether at the party or in public service. I wish to offer my voluntary advice to my good friend, the truthful man, the Deputy President and the Deputy Party Leader of UDA, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, that he should not be deceived into letting down his guard regarding the issue of his impeachment. I am putting it to him that the coup plotters are not yet done. Free advice. If he wants to go and sleep, let him go and sleep. But the coup plotters are just on sleep mode. They are yet to be activated. As I conclude, may I state that my interest in all this is purely the pursuit of justice and to clear my name from possible speculations regarding my illegal removal. I have served diligently and obediently as Secretary General for the UDA party since I assumed office, popularized the party across the country, and grew the party by more than 3 million new members. I cannot, therefore, exit because of an illegal decision made by a handful of malicious party officials who are scared of my achievements at the party.
Now, the High Court in Mombasa has issued orders stopping EPRA from enforcing the new road maintenance levy fund, which was hiked from 18 shillings to 25 shillings per litre. Justice Gregory Mutai certified the application filed by one George Juma as urgent and directed the case be heard inter partes on August 28th. The order was issued after Juma argued that the levy fund was enacted without meaningful public participation. On July 14, 2024, EPRA announced an increase in the levy from 18 shillings to 25 per litre. Initially, the levy was set at 18 shillings per litre, but the Kenya Roads Board proposed a 39% increase. And of course, that is the latest from the corridors of court. Now, University's Academic Staff Union, WASU, has expressed annoyance following delayed and reduced payment of salaries of academic staff employees. As a result, they have issued a 7-day notice to the government to address the issues, or they will not resume lectures in September. They have further rejected the new university funding model, saying it is not effective, while also decrying delayed capitation for continuing students.
From September this year, I want to tell you there will be no university education in this country if the government does not want to be serious. But we are very impressed because the students have also given notice that they are going to strike in September. So it is very good for us because there will be no learning. So they'll start counting. From today, I give a notice.
Hapa sasa hizi vile tunaongea hivi hatujalipwa mshahara. Na mshahara yenye tunaambiwa tunataka tulipwe ni nusu ya mshahara.
Staff have today announced the start of a go-slow, which is likely, if these matters are not resolved, to result into a full-fledged strike until these matters are addressed. And we think the biggest problem we have in Moi University relates to two institutions: management of Moi University and council of Moi University. These two institutions need to be reorganized.
Kuna wafanyikazi Moi University ambao wamekaa zaidi ya miaka 20 mpaka wengine wameenda retire wakiwa chini ya kandarasi ama casuals kwa muda mrefu, ambao mpaka saa hizi wajelipwa pesa zao na wajekonfirmiwa, ambao wanafanya kazi kwa kandarasi wajelipwa kwa miezi 8 mpaka saa hizi.
And for that matter, this morning I'm going to release a strike notice for Technical University of Kenya. The government has been consistently reducing capitation for continuing students, while failing to release money for the new cohort in the funding model. Where will universities get the money to bridge the gap of what you have reduced? And the missing link in higher education is the vice chancellors. When they are with the government, the new funding model is working. When they get to university, oh, we have a problem in managing universities, we don't have money.
A group of 7 women governors in the country, known as G7, has come together to stand behind embattled Meru County Governor Kawira Mwangaza against the impeachment motion by Meru leaders. The governors present at the press statement this afternoon included Waiguru, the county governor for Kirinyaga, Wavinya Ndeti, county governor for Machakos, Susan Kihika, county governor for Nakuru, Fatuma Achani, county governor for Kwale, Cecily Mbarire, county governor for Embu, and Homa Bay's Gladys Wanga. They expressed their support towards Mwangaza as she awaits the Senate's verdict on her pending impeachment trial before the House.
And at this time, would also want to express our sincere support to our sister, Governor Kawira Mwangaza, who was not able to be here today because of the impeachment that she's going through right now, and she has to prepare for Monday and Tuesday. We hope that she sails through, and that should not dissuade other women who want to run for the seat of governor. So the 7 women governors are here for 2 days to learn from one another. The idea of women governors moving together was launched in March this year. We are looking forward as women governors. We have talked about this for a very long time. We started the journey in Homa Bay. The idea of the G7 is to encourage women in leadership, first by starting to encourage those who are already elected, but also by coming together, visiting one another, looking at what the projects our colleagues have done. We hope to encourage those who are aspiring to leadership.
The Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, KUPPET, National Governing Council, has empowered the Secretary General to issue a strike notice within 7 days. This is after considering failure by the Teachers Service Commission, TSC, to address their grievances. They have threatened to start their strike on the 26th of August this year.
Kwamba leo hii huu ni mkutano wa National Governing Council ya Kenya Union Post-Primary Education Teachers, KUPPET. Na hii ndio muungano ambama chombo ambacho kawaida kinapoitwa ndio kinaweza idhinisha mgomo wa walimu. Na leo hii wamekaa, wamesikizana na wamesema kuanzia tarehe 26 mwezi wa 8 mwaka wa 2024 walimu wote ambao ni wanachama hii na walimu wote ambao wako kwa mashule hawataenda shuleni. Kwa hivyo mgomo wa walimu utakuwa umeanza kirasmi. Na wameidhinisha kwamba huo mgomo, tunaambia walimu wote wakae mbali sana na mashule. Ile distance watakuwa nayo na mashule iwe ya umbali wa kutosha, ili watu wasifikirie wako karibu na shule ama wana nia ya kusongea karibu na shule. Tunaambia wazazi kwamba tarehe 26 usidhubutu kupeleka mtoto shule.
Grief has engulfed Kibera slums in Nairobi County after a section of residents were rendered homeless following a huge fire that was started last night at about 10 p.m. The agitated residents called upon the government to issue title deeds to them so that they can build houses made of stone and control the unending cases of fire breakouts in the slum.
Kuna kitu tuko nayo, tumebaki tu hivyo. Hata kuna tumanguo nilikuwa nimenunua hivi, ni mwezi mwingine naenda kuleta kamgeni, but sahi sina anything, niko tu hivyo. Sasa serikali tunaomba tu mtusaidie tu, wenye wamechomekewa huku Kibra watusaidie na msaada yenye wataweza.
We had a fire incident that broke out at 10:30 p.m. From one of the structure that they were using a stove that it passed out. So as we speak right now, we have family that are affected out of the fire.
This is an incident that have been going on and on and on. And I think the government should do some mitigation measures so that to avoid all this, because there is a lot of crowding. For us, this is the only place that we call home. When people go for Christmas elsewhere up country, this is our home. Okay? This is our only place that we call home, and we don't have another home. This is the only place.
Now, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has called for crucial amendments in the supply chain and procurement laws to help streamline the sector and maximize on results. Mudavadi has told professionals to adopt a sector-based approach in reviewing the laws and regulations governing the sector for them to drive an agenda that fits their profession. Mudavadi also noted that pressure from high debt service has forced the government to make tight budget adjustments on essential public sector development programs. Owing to the severity of the situation, he stated that the government has been forced to make difficult decisions to keep the country going, thus slowing down the transformation agenda.
Procurement and supply chain management is central to the growth and transformation of our country to a middle-income industrialized nation. You can help improve the situation and safeguard the livelihoods of our people, particularly if you embrace the technological advances driving your industry, including artificial intelligence, blockchain, and cloud computing. Ideally, you should be helping to ease the pain of the government by ensuring that all procurement processes deliver value for money for the people. Unfortunately, you stand in an awkward position where the supply chain and procurement community is blamed for the most rampant cases of public sector fraud and corruption that have constricted the growth of our country. You are certainly aware of Goldenberg, Anglo-leasing, and other grand cases of corruption. It was also widely reported in 2021 that Kenya loses close to 2 billion shillings daily on corruption, mostly related to procurement rigging.
Now, coastal women have been urged to join political parties to bolster their chances of being elected to achieve the 2/3 gender rule. Political analyst and member of Pamoja African Alliance, Maimuna Mwidau, speaking during a women's engagement forum in Changamwe, urged women not to take a back seat in political parties, but instead be active. The party was formed 8 months before the 2022 general elections and has managed to have 1 member of parliament and 4 MCAs in Kwale County. In Kilifi County, it has registered 2 members of parliament and 6 MCAs, while in Taita Taveta County, 6 MCAs have been registered. The party is on a charm offensive to recruit new members in a bid to expand its wings across the 6 coastal counties.
Viongozi bora atatoka chama cha sisi ndo wamama viongozi katika kaunti ya Mombasa ambao tunataka kuinua mama wetu wote. Tusimame pamoja, na kama nilivyowaambia, vyama vyapewa ufadhili, lakini leo mumetuona sisi tumerudi mashinani. Tumerudi kwenu kuwaomba radhi kwamba tunataka tusimame tutembee pamoja. 2027 iwe ni pa. 2027 iwe pa. Kwa hiyo machache pengine dada yangu Surea atakuzungumzia kwa swala la kwamba hatuna upendeleo. Hatuna upendeleo kabisa. Ukiwa wewe ni mwanachama, wewe na mwenzako mwingine yote mko sawa. Hakuna aliye juu wala aliye chini. Sote tuko sawa. Madamu wewe ni katika wale wanaopiga kura na madamu wewe ni kiongozi za kusimamia wenzako, sote tuko sawa. Hatuna ukabila, hatuna udini, hatuna rangi. Sisi twajijua ni familia moja ya pa.
Siasa zote na vita vyote wenye kuchochea kuni ni sisi kina mama. Mwisho wa kuishwa mwachwa bila chochote. Kila mtu arudi kwake mikono mitupu. Na waomba na waomba tufanye siasa ya kistaarabu. Haya mambo ya mitandaoni na kutokanana na TikTok tukutengezewa sisi jamani. Watu wafanya biashara na TikTok watengeza hela. Sisi twasutana na kutukanana. Mombasa yani shida tunajulikana kwa ubaya tu. Kama si ushoga ni madawa ya kulevya. Wanawake wa kutusiana. Lazima tubadilike jamani. Tutakubaliana tutabadilika. 2027 lazima mumeambiwa about 2/3 gender rule. Ya kuwa wanawake hawajatosha namba katika siasa.
Now, the family of Jane Hatto, the under-20 Rising Starlets captain, is appealing for public help to trace her whereabouts. The Kenya Football Federation said Jane, who plays for the Kenya Police Bullets FC, was scheduled to link up with the under-20 Rising Starlets for a Champions League zonal qualification match in Ethiopia, but she never showed up. Kenya Police Bullets FC confirmed her missing and asked anyone with her whereabouts to report to the nearest police station. Members of Jane's family, who reside in Saika Estate along Kangundo Road, have neither seen nor heard from her since she left home on Wednesday. Well, we do hope that Jane is found alive and safe and well, and we continue to keep the family in prayers, as well as to keep tabs with what the police will be able to, find out as the investigations continue. But elsewhere, Kylian Mbappe struck on his Real Madrid debut